Alright, let's talk about what just went down on X, formerly Twitter, because this wasn't just an outage. On March 4th, millions of users logged on to X and started reporting that X was lagging. Tweets weren't being sent, notifications weren't loading, and the entire platform felt like it was falling apart. Then, Elon Musk himself stepped in, and he confirmed that X was under what he called extreme attack. And just when you think things can't get any weirder, a hacking group calling themselves Dark Storm comes forward and claims responsibility. But was this really them? Or is this just a small piece of something much bigger? Today, we're breaking it all down. Let's get into it. So here's what we know. According to Wired, users began experiencing slow loading pages, failed tweets and replies, and notifications and DMs breaking down. According to Bleeping Computer, X suffered one of its largest distributed denial of service, DDoS, attacks in the platform's history, overwhelming servers with artificial traffic and causing widespread disruptions. Dark Storm is not a major name in the hacking world, but after this, they will be. So here's what we know about Dark Storm. They specialize in DDoS attacks. Unlike ransomware groups that steal and sell data to whatever dirtbag is willing to pay top dollar, Dark Storm is all about disrupting services through DDoS attacks. They flood websites with fake traffic until they crash. They immediately claim credit for these attacks. According to Bleeping Computer, Dark Storm posted in attacking forums claiming that they successfully took down X, though there's no evidence or definite proof to prove this. So, where's the evidence? Just because they said they did it doesn't mean they actually did. We gotta keep in mind we're still dealing with criminals here. Cybersecurity experts are still investigating whether Dark Storm was actually responsible or if they're just taking credit for an unrelated outage. Either way, X went down, and that's a serious problem. Right now, the most likely explanation is that this was, in fact, a massive DDoS attack. According to Wired, the attack was likely orchestrated using large-scale botnets, flooding X's infrastructure with requests to overload its servers. If you're unfamiliar with DDoS attacks, the process goes a little something like this. Hackers infect thousands or millions of devices, turning them into botnets. They send massive amounts of artificial traffic to a platform, in this case X, and it overwhelms the system. The platform either slows down or crashes completely until the security teams block the attack. Now, here's the real concern. DDoS attacks are often used as distractions. Hackers sometimes use DDoS attacks as smokescreens to steal sensitive data from target systems, inject malware into platforms, or test vulnerabilities for future cyber attacks. And according to Bleeping Computer, X's security teams are still investigating whether data was compromised during this attack. So was this just about taking X offline, or is there something more dangerous happening in the background here? This attack raises major concerns about the future of cybersecurity. If X is vulnerable, what about other platforms? If Dark Storm or someone else can disrupt X this easily, what's stopping them from attacking YouTube or Instagram or any other financial networks? And are DDoS attacks becoming more common? Years ago, DDoS attacks required serious technical skill, but now you can literally just rent a botnet on the dark web for as little as $500. Could this be part of a larger cyber war? According to Wired, cyber experts believe this attack could indicate a rising trend in large-scale social media disruptions. And that's not something to really ignore. Right now, as you hear me talk quite a bit about on this channel, tech companies need to step up their security game. Better DDoS protection would definitely help. Adding platforms that can detect and block botnet traffic before it causes an outage. Also, companies having more security experts would definitely protect against some of these things, or at least help mitigate these crises. I know Musk cut a large portion of X's security team, and that left major security holes open for attacks like this. Also, faster transparency for users. Instead of vague statements, platforms really need real-time security alerts and updates when these cyber attacks happen. Well, X is back online now, but if this attack was legit, Other major platforms could definitely be next. So here's the big question. Are social media platforms ready for cyber attacks? Did Dark Storm actually take down X, or were they just looking for a little attention, or trying to make a name for themselves, if you will? Should Elon Musk and X be investing more into cybersecurity? And do you think that this just started a new wave of cyber crimes? Well, drop a comment below, and if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more cybersecurity updates and content, and as always, stay safe out there.